Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another series from the PK Clan Tournament 5. Round of 32 between the OnlyBaus and diarouga. And we're in for a Botto Fest here for game number 1, Botto Mirror on the Great Plains. I'm not too sure if these two players have already played together in the group stages. I think some players have kind of find themselves against their group stage opponents. But I know that both of these players had played the Ottomans on this map in their group stage, so they're very well practiced with the current Ottoman meta, and I've had the great privilege of watching a couple of diarouga games on the ladder, as well as the OnlyBaus, and yeah, I'm expecting both players to be playing Ottoman where possible in this series, whether they win on the first game, or in the second or third. Swish just asking where to hop in. Yeah, hop there. Right. So, diarouga was the New World Championship LAN winner in Manchester. And I actually was at that event, and I was essentially the only person cheering for diarouga in a room full of people wanting Lord Raphael to win. I was there with diarouga, and I kind of had to be. I was his roommate mate. So, yeah. Since then, though, diarouga's played at the start of DE for a little bit casually, I think it was, but has been away. Come out for this tournament. I'm not really too sure what he was trying, what he wants to accomplish coming back for this tournament. I know it's great for old players to come back and play the game a little bit. It's nice to see diarouga certainly joined a few Discord rooms, chats, and all that kind of good stuff as well. So it's good to see him. But in terms of actual pure competitiveness, I don't think diarouga is going to get past the Baus today. diarouga's really been practicing the Ottomans. Unfortunately, he's up against the best Ottoman player in the game at the moment, except for Karim. It is the OnlyBaus, and we've kind of discussed with people like, you know, across the meta. I was chatting to diarouga on a voice chat, saying, you know, diarouga these days, the game, the meta, the play, it's not about 5 Huss Musk semi. It's not about little micro tricks and all this stuff. It's all about cheese and what flavors of cheese you like. And speaking of cheese, diarouga having his Wensleydale in his deck, both the Advanced Church and Moss Construction. I have been joined with Swisherguts. Welcome, Swish.
What's up, Harry?
Good. It's been a long time no see. I think I've turn up a little bit. I think. There you go. Good. Nice to see you. I shall also share my screen for you so that you can see the Act 2. Cool.
Right.
Have you seen any of diarouga's games since his comeback?
I actually have not, but I will say I think we can kind of credit diarouga with me coming back to the game. It was during COVID when I watched the LAN tournament, the 2019 LAN tournament that he won. So that kind of brought me back to into the AoE 3 fold after like 10 years.
Oh, wait, so were you an original Nilla player?
Yep, like went and bought the game from Best Buy in 2007 or whatever.
That's cool. I mean, I had AoE 3 when it roughly came out. I think I was like 11 or 12, so I had to get my brother to buy it for me. But I only played, you know, casually, that kind of off versus AI stuff. I think my first Age of Empires game online was an Age of Mythology game in like 2013. Just once I realised the possibility of playing versus somebody, the mind just blew. Yeah. And then I think like about half a year later, I thought I'll just play an AoE 3 game, check this out. I got into a game, I thought, oh my god, and yeah, complete.
And then you got better than all your brothers, which is the story that it's like I think my older brothers got me into the game.
Yeah, and my brother hated playing the Ottomans because they always had so many vills. He's the type of person who wanted 10 vills and just kind of sit there and enjoy the ambience and just relax. No, he was the most definition of the casual gamer, definitely not even attempting to play versus hard AI. Could just about get past moderate if he tried, unfortunately. But okay, people have their own benefits. We have a mirror. And my birds are coming.
My birds. All right.
And there's actually quite a bit of I think playing strategy along with how we're using the birds, which is quite interesting, especially because they don't even kill each other. And I think both players these days have actually realised that you should keep your explorer behind your TC. There's no oh, I'm a bird. Oh, the Baus has got the bird. Oh, and
OnlyBaus got a little thirsty. He could not contain himself. His explorer. So diarouga knows you just got to sit in base in this matchup if you ever want to build a second TC.
it's kind of sad, isn't it? But I mean, that's just the power of having a mosque built in age 1 and a Mabur, which has, you know, a little bit of food cost towards it, which makes it easier to get. I think a little bit faster than a normal spine away, and just a little bit better, if I think. But diarouga will come out and see. Does scout 5 Jans. But diarouga's going for his own fast fortress play himself. Probably going to get a racks down on the 700 wood.
So did we see, did Boss go with the 400 wood age up? I think he did, right?
Probably. No, yes, he would have for the market. Right, a couple of houses down as well. Hasn't bought at the market at all. We've gone for the economy 3-vil, capitalism 5-vil. Age up with the coin behind it, but he's only got 1 racks though, so it's not really massive jams, too heavy. But he's going to do the Shake 2020 of the Sublime Porte transition to the 3rd age, which is going to be quite interesting. Not really. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, yeah, he's bypassing the melee resist. I think Baus thinks he's going to get bonus damage versus the goons, but these are not cavalry; they're just guardians. Oh, 1 HP remaining. Huge XP though, and that's going to be enough experience points for Baus for that Sublime Forte wood conversion card, which I'm sure he will be going for once he's got enough food. He has. For the age up, he has got steel traps. He's got so much hunt near his base as well. He's just going to pull these villagers off, I think. Oh, no, is he getting Gangsel? Maybe he's not. Maybe he's just going to go for 1,000.
You know, I like the build so far from Boss. I feel like the greedy gameplay is what I see from Julian in these mirror matches. I see it from a lot of top players. The naked FF, I've been punished in this matchup by the guy who makes 10, 15 Jans, ships the 5 Vils. It does a little bit more greed in age 2.
No, he's not going. Yeah, Bouncer's not going for Sublime Boy, which is just a bit of a shame because actually, the more I think about it, the more I think it's actually a fantastic build. I guess it's because you have to be training units in transition. So that's basically each of these Janissaries, if you were going Sublime, is like 130 wood. You're kind of paying up front. I think that's the reason why Bowser's not going for that idea. Just tempting me in his deck. But as a possibility, he does go for the Imam to heal up some Jans. Barely worth it, but it's there. And he's already got the value back from it, so it's just kind of available for when he does need it. The Explorer's back up, but the Mabur is going. He's going to get him killed again. Sit back down. That's 2. Chalking up on the scoreboard 2-0 there for diarouga already. Some Vet Jan Falk push across the middle of the map with some deadly play to support it, but with 2 Falk defense here from Baus, 8 Jan coming in, and Vet Jan after this batch, most likely. This looks a very, very comfortable build here from Baus, and I think he's got probably an extra 15 Jans when it comes to crunch time, which is not looking great.
A terrifying fight to take, I think, if you're either person, but especially if you're diarouga pushing out on the map. You just know that your forces are so equal that it's really a scary fight.
A bounce shot landing on the Falconet's head to do 33 damage is actually quite it's not insignificant. It might not matter because it might be a clean Falcon exchange in terms of the only damage will be done will be cannonballs, so that little bit of damage, chip damage there won't necessarily matter. But Baus going for another Mabur, he needs that scouting information. He needs to see where the Falcons are, where they're unpacked, or they're not unpacked. He wants that level of just pure kind of granularity and clarity over what he wants to do. I like that idea. Artillery defense, probably looking for another Falcon would be quite nice here from Darrow's point of view. He's going for a TC on that 1k wood. 1k wood at this point. What do you think of it?
Seeing the artillery foundry going down right now makes me a little bit sad that we didn't age with the 4 Abyss guns, because these deli are not getting value.
Yes. Yeah, that's the crucial phrase. But diarouga's Mabur, he's getting some. He knows the Jans are moving this way. He's keeping them close. The anti Mabur. Oh my God! Look at it. The chasing Mabur away Mabur. Oh, this is some Mabur level tactics. why do I find that so entertaining to watch? Culverin coming out actually here from diarouga, and that means he kind of wants to delay this fight as long as possible. Let the Culverin come into play. That villager's kind of exposed. That's going down. No great coats. And potentially another one going down as well. Jan's moving in. And there will. Doesn't quite get it, but does see the artillery foundry. Bounce has to be careful at this moment. Diarouga gets some nice pot shots. Well played. Ov does come out. Oh, Bounce's Mabur is in front line action, but the long shot does come in. I think Delhi might be trying to chase these away, but does Bounce just back off completely at this point?
Good time to back off. He does have that Imam in base still, so you can heal up that Falc, no problem. Yeah, he did build an Imam.
Maybe we've been looking at it the wrong way. Maybe these are not Botto players, but just with free pros playing with the best Civ going. And maybe they're transcending the Bottomon vibe that people like Karim give off. I just love Bouses, diarougas both in stealth. Oh, you see the bait. Oh, did you see the bait? He pulled the. Oh my god! No lock on.
Oh, that Falc's gone. Oh, he didn't target the Falc. I think, was it in range? It was close, if not.
The other Falcon low HP is now back up to full, but what happened was he wanted to show the Jans, so Bounce was like, oh, I'll take a shot, but actually pulled back, and the Colv was already unpacking to kind of intercept. Thing is, this Colv has got shots on both the Falcons, but unless the Falcon is actually killed, they're just getting healed up back to full HP. Bounce has got another 2 full HP Falcons ready to go, and diarouga actually playing this surprisingly, exceptionally well at the moment, and got on Bounce on the back foot a little bit. He does have his own defensive artillery foundry now.
Yeah, these scores are just neck and neck the whole time, kind of as you would expect, but it's interesting because OnlyBaus has been up these 5 vills the whole game. They both lost about 1 vill during the fighting.
Jan combat in for Baus. I think diarouga was also thinking the same lines. Yeah, Jan combat coming as well. It's also going to be a 2 Falc 1 Culverin fight too, unless Baus can get his second Culverin, which I think he really wants to try, but he's nowhere close to getting second Colv play. This is pretty tight. It's pretty on edge because it feels like one bad fight and it's gonna spiral from there at the moment. And diarouga's kind of, I think he's risking it because he is actually in his face really, when he could just kind of say, oh, I've killed a vill or 2, I can back. I've got a second TC as well. That's something to play. You know, Bounce has not gone for 1,000 wood. diarouga's kind of has managed to get away with the 1,000 wood play as well. But the Colv's taking a shot on another Colv, so this Colv has to stay out of range of the other Colv. I think this blocking, he's stuck. Oh my god, the Colv had misfired and hit the Falconet, but again...
Oh, and we have a missed shot, okay.
Yeah, oh no, the one shot! Oh, the area effect. And diarouga has to run now, 2 Falcons still standing, and the other Colv adding fire, and all artillery from diarouga has gone down the bird, trying to get a snare. They don't snare, but it's just there to be annoying. And diarouga just going to send the Explorer just to try and hold back Baus's army. Big score lead now, difference with all those 3 artillery pieces still on the field, and Jan's chasing the other Jans.
Yeah, pretty scary score gap just developed after that fight, but I do like to see the Abyss guns coming in from diarouga. Means with maybe a Minuteman, double Minuteman pop, you might be able to hold this.
He is sending 6 Abyss guns, and yes, you do have that TC plane nearby, so I think he's going to try and go for a, well, pretty much quick timing. I think his opportunity is now, especially how close those Falcons are to the TC. He's got to go for it. Bash is being called. 4 Abyss out of the way. That he's gone. Oh, I think it was an
he's late on the dance. Oh yeah, he's not going in. This is a little bit weird. This feels a little off.
Especially how quick Abyss guns can kill Falconets with their siege attack there. So I think there's an opportunity there missed, but it's okay. TC does go down. They're both back to 1 TC. Vill is probably pretty even. But it's not necessarily the Vills at the moment. It's about the upcoming fight, and the Abyss gun's going to add a little bit of dimension that diarouga wants, and it's just the 2 Falcons.
I guess okay, so that's a second Kolv from OnlyBaus. For a second, I was thinking maybe diarouga wants to be patient, and he has another Kolv coming, and he wants to win this Kolv fight, and then that way he'll just have a straight up advantage with the skirm composition. But these are okay, so that is what he's doing. It's very slow, it's very patient. He wants to just win the artillery fight, and then that way his composition will be superior. He didn't want to waste Abyss guns doing a trade.
Yeah. 30 Jans here for diarouga, and not the nature. Baus is on 44, but that oh, it's another Falk. So Baus is on 1 Colv, 3 Falk. Diarouga's on 2 Colv, just flats. With Abyss gun though to help kill the Jans, and these Jans from OnlyBaus have gone for a bit of a walk on the right side of the map, just checking hunt, checking map.
Wait, how long has OnlyBaus been Vil capped? That's I mean, I know he did lose a Vil or two, so maybe he hasn't been Vil capped for very long.
Oh, the Abyss guns might get a shot, they're not going to get a shot, then you back off now. Starting at the bin wall at 100. Oh, look at this. The Mabur's getting the scouting information on the Colvs. He sees the 2 Colvs. And it's just...
The Maburs are the theme of this game.
The Mabur! It's just moving chess pieces around. And even diarouga with his... The only problem is they've only used 1 Mabur each in terms of at a time. They actually want like 3 or 4 just to kind of get full crisps. But the Mabur is just... He said to Baus, like, you need to... Oh, he's gone for Mamelukes. I was going to say he needs
420-69 speed in stealth mode. Pretty good.
Yeah. It's okay. But I think the Mams play is just gonna. It's a really smart play actually, because I don't think diarouga's expecting this. I think he might be thinking maybe another 5 Jans hit the fray, maybe 2 Colv and try and win the Colv war of some sort. But actually, it's gonna take a while for the Mams. They're still 30 seconds away. There is Baschi support from home, TC from Baus, and diarouga once again on the front foot here on this matchup, having that confidence about himself. We'll have to find out how this goes.
2 more Falcons. So I know I'm not allowed to disagree with these guys, but with how tanky Jans are, I just don't necessarily love Falcons in this sort of like 10 more Abyss or whatever. I feel it would be a little bit better when you're really just trying to win this Cold War. I don't know.
Kind of.
I don't love a bunch of Falcons in this sort of matchup.
The thing is actually there's less overkill because Falcons do 300 into Jans, so actually you're kind of just about hitting that French point. But the Mams are going in, and the Jans have just had to abandon Baus's Jans and go kill the Mamelukes, and there's only a couple of guns to survive. Falcons getting some damage. Kolv actually hitting the Falcons, but it's just not enough. And diarouga
he just throws it away. GG.
He does not want to see the slaughter.
He botched that. He botched that first engagement really quickly. Obviously, he needed to target the Falcons with the Kolvs, and then he needed to just try to, while those Falcons were bunched up, that was his only chance, is to knock out 2 or 3 of those Falcons from OnlyBaus, talking about diarouga. But the initial engage went terrible. His 2 Falcons misfired, or his 2 Kolvs misfired, and he didn't even kill the 2 Kolvs. So terrible engage, and he just calls it a game because it was over.
We just need more Maburs then, I think. And these do well, not 200. They do more than that now. Oh no, 100. Is it only 100 swing per mercenary? That's actually not that good. Yeah, they do 100 melee versus a Mameluk, which is actually not that great. Oh well. The Mam play was definitely big brain there. There's a feel that there was a moment definitely in like Otto where like just Mams just fell out of Otto decks, but they're definitely coming back in strong now, and the kind of Falconet, Janissary, Mamluk core is really strong. No Spahies from either player this game. I guess that's what happens when you've got an army full of Jans.
Yep. I think the tanky Mamelukes just do so much better in this matchup unless you're getting opportunities to raid Vils, or Spahies just kind of they melt until you get into that age 4 if we were dealing with big blocks of Janissaries.
So the Otto mirror gets 1 there by Baus. Let's have a quick look at some of the line charts and just see what is going on there. We did see the the 3-vil capitalism 5-vil play there from Baus. He did get that extra XP treasure in the middle of the map, 320, which is certainly significant. Gets ahead,
Look how
possibly.
strong that age 2 is. He gets a whole free extra shipment. 5 vils on top of that.
He's also
Massive.
up by a decent amount of XP as well, just from other sources early on. I don't think this is the difference between a mosque and a TP versus not, because it's.
Oh, that's the difference in batching units and killing treasure guardians, I think.
Yeah. Well, so then that's the big XP kill. It is XP for the kill on the guardians and then the treasure as well, and that sets him up quite nicely. I guess that gave him enough kind of tempo to hold on the in the transition to the third age, because he was getting pushed by diarouga and went for that extra age 1 shipment, extra age 2 shipment. So he's kind of somewhat stay equal by the time he got to the third age with diarouga shipment. Maybe 1 card behind, but that kind of, he was never too much further behind in that situation, playing pretty well. That military fight, I think the first fight in diarouga and Baus's base was over here actually. It was just a little bit of exchange, nothing too serious. But then the that main fight was not ideal. That was was that? No, it was. Can't even remember where that was. Where actually on the map?
That was just right outside of OnlyBaus's front base.
Base.
I mean,
Yeah.
outside of his main base. Yeah.
And then this is a 6 Abus gun pop where he could have kind of went in, had the bashes into tank to distract, and then the 6 Abus gun pop out, and then just take a snipe on the Falconet, and all the other Jans and the 4 other Abus joining in, and maybe home TC bashes too as well for even more anti-Jan production.
What I thought he was gonna do, chalking the whole TC and waiting. Yeah, it felt. I was not expecting him to do that.
Yeah, it was a quartermaster age up. It was naturalist from diarouga though, so that's the extra. And I think building those extra buildings, a little bit of extra XP. The Vil extras, but that catches up. The extra Vils from the naturalism catches up with the 3-vil from Baz. He didn't even go 3-vil. He went capitalism card 1 actually, diarouga. So I guess he went for, what is it, like the 10-10 age up with capitalism. No chop in for the house first. But minor details and overall game decided by the fights, I guess. I think the burst scout from both players was crucial. So much extra information given, being active on the map. And I think that's like that people should be aware of. And I think should prioritize more with other civs and their churches and spies and other scouting units where possible, I think. Right, let's move on to the next game. Give those guys time to think about what matchup they would want. We're on the Saguenay and Party de diarouga. Let's hop into next game.
What do you think of this map, Harrison? How do you like Saguenay?
Saguenay, if I'm on it, I feel that actually you feel that you're about to play into an awkward situation because you haven't got a full wide map. You're quite choked off by that northern pond, but that's okay because overall it's you're playing on a well balanced designed map in that situation. Let's say you're playing on a Balkan Mountains, you're thinking huge map, safe TP line, lots of resource, insane treasures. That's like everybody's comfort pick, but this sometimes actually you don't want comfort picks. You actually want kind of maybe more aggressive maps which actually reward map control, and I think that's what map Saguenay does. Game number 2, diarouga back with the Ottomans. He did not win Otto in game 1, which means if he does win Ottomans this game, he cannot play them in the next game. And Baus playing, well, his only ever second civ. That is the French, bringing up his Ottoman pick on the third map. Maybe a bit of Baha, I've heard, is a bit of an OnlyBaus is magic, but very good with French, very good with Otto, both S tier civs. I think OnlyBaus is actually going to go far in this tournament. It is only early stages and win game 2 of this best of 3, but as matchups go, this is pretty close, and I think diarouga would rather play into OnlyBaus's Ottomans than OnlyBaus's French. I know that sounds a bit strange, but I feel that actually Baus might be able to kind of outplay here, I reckon.
Yeah. One thing I'll say is Ottoman in blue, France in red, very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. But what do you what do you know about diarouga's other civs?
He, well,
Doesn't he have a really strong China, and doesn't he have I feel like he's really, he's got to win this one because
yeah.
or we're gonna see it.
The thing is that he could pick up China and play again, but realistically, this tournament you can go far if you only play one civ really, really, really well. I don't actually know what Daruga's other civ would be. I've not actually seen him play a different civ since he's been back, and it might be something China orientated or I can see that, but the S tier civs are, you know, France, Otto, maybe Spain's in there, and then kind of USA, Mexico, and those two civs just not on Daruga's radar at all. There's just no way he's
Okay,
going to
one
play.
other question to clarify. What is the format here with how are these civs picked? The first game they agree on, do they have to agree on every game?
I think first game is agree matchup either because I think in the best of one it was blind pick. I think in this group series I think it's agreed matchup, but then it is winner picks. I have to assume winner picks, but I don't think
For this, we're assuming that this is a counter pick from Diaruga.
no, yeah, no, it's a comfort pick. But
Yeah, I
does
mean,
France
because
even
it
have a
isn't a
counter pick? That's the next
exactly.
question really. It's not
France
like
doesn't really have a counter.
Daruga sees an
Yeah.
opportunity with the Chinese. It's more the fact that it's actually his best civ at the moment, Ottoman, and it's also Ottoman has also been
Okay,
one of the best
so
civs in the game. So there's kind of I think
they do agree on all matchups, is what they're saying in the chat. So that's good.
oh.
Um,
Oh.
Well, I like this TP placement from OnlyBaus, by the way. It's like he could have gone for the closest TP. He went for the one that's out of the way because who's most likely to do more age 2 aggression in this matchup is gonna be Ottoman, I would think. If you're gonna be worried about some kind of TP line, age 2, Jan Deli, Jan Abbas sort of thing. I think it's, obviously France has great age 2 capability, but who's more likely to grab the TP line and be very aggressive in H2 is probably Ottoman.
So look at this.
But he's grabbing the faraway TP.
He's so Bounce is going for the Kree TP, which in its own right is not a massive big wow look at me, but he's actually done that before getting the house down. So it's like he's mentally prepared a strategy with French in the sense of get TP treasures and then make sure that Kree CDB TP is up to train this Kree CDBs before making that house in transition. So you're kind of ready to go. Maybe but he's a little bit short on the food here. Bit shame because he
I
could
think he
have had one.
overchopped. Yeah, I don't know if he meant to chop that
Yeah.
much, but yeah, this is I mean, I love doing this as France on this map, and I ran a couple of trial games, practice games with somebody in this tournament, and we did a France mirror, and it's just it almost feels like it should be standard on this map as France to do the CDB semi because
Mm.
you're sort of floating. If you just want to do the standard like 4 CDB, 700 wood, 700 coin, there's really no reason not to make 3 to 5 CDBs.
Yeah, and it's kind of the only real way that France has to expand their economy outside of taking Stagecoach. Yes, they have the 4 CDB card, but that's kind of it. And they've reached a power spike on that card, and the economy kind of slows down from that point compared to maybe other civs. Daruga, though, is not interested in contesting this trading post, looking for a Stagecoach opening himself. Baus has got Barracks 5 Pike for anti-Delhi age up and TP play himself, which I think the Pikes.
5 pikes is interesting. Yeah,
I think it's a nice
different.
utility play.
Yeah.
The only thing it really risks is Daruga just saying, yeah, I'm going to just call Bashies and just take them down and save the TP and just... Which is not ideal, but it does shut down 400 resources of... No, 200 resources of Pikes. But bit of wood, bit of...
Well, I guess that's why the more standard is just the 5 muskets, because I guess you could back off from Minutemen and then come back and kill 1 HP Minutemen, but I like the adaptation here because it puts a lot more pressure, time pressure on Ottoman to make a reaction or not to this.
Yeah.
Does it look like
I
he
think
just shipped
well,
5 vills, right?
when I was saying the bashes, I wasn't really meaning to actually happen, but it's just like a thought thing. But like pikes, when they're stationed, they're actually vulnerable. And the thing is, unless you have a, if you have an explorer here, you can definitely pick off 2 pikes or 2 pikes worth of HP. Just play the game of which pikeman are you now on a cover mode next, so I can avoid and take shots on the other one. You can definitely get value here, but fortunately, I think the Ottoman TC explorer went down. It's a shame because we got a mosque. That Mabur should have been out and slamming down this French explorer straight away. I think.
Yeah.
Isn't it strange that like when it's an Ottoman mirror, like the Maburs come out, the Imams come out, everything comes out, but when it's not an Ottoman mirror, it's like I don't need an Imam and a Mabur this game. It's for last game.
Also, we got Sublime Port coming in. This is fun. Something different here.
You got to remember as well. This is a water map. He does have a build top side, which is, I think if you're doing a Sublime Port build, you kind of want maybe 2 villas to build that dark straight away. Why are these pilots going this way? Why are they going that way? Has he actually already seen the dead animal? He has seen the dead hunt there. Interesting. He's already seen it. So anyway,
I like it just being annoying, trying to get a little extra value out of the 5 pikes.
well, I guess it's kind of going in, forcing TC response backing off and keeping them alive, but there's no real reason why why he would walk top side. But I guess this lower pike is looking for that because he knows he's seen the deck involving Sublime Port. He knows like that's going to come in and probably going to give him resources for this. Frigate in deck's a bit of a clue too, but he's just going to go land economy here, 2 TC, Cav Archer, Abus Gun combo in base, Market Techs, Mosque Techs. Wait, 3 TC will come in soon, maybe 3 CDB, 3 TP, 2 behind as well. Easy ways to spend all this resources. I'd also like to see that quite a lot of these vills get onto this town centre as soon as the explorer starts building it and takes the explorer's build points benefits instead of their own. Have you ever noticed? So I found this out recently. Maybe it's a really common thing, but a couple things about TCs and buildings in general. Settler wagons and villagers build TPs at the town centres at the same rate. That's a weird one. I feel it's more of a bug than anything. But
yeah, I would have expected that to be a double speed for settler wagons.
Yeah,
so
but the thing is if you have an explorer and a villager building a building together, is whoever builds it first, or the most recent construction person working on it, they take the charge on how fast it gets built, and then the extra units then kind of add on to that. But if a villager touches that TC first before the explorer, it's going to take you 2 minutes to build it. It takes you ages. And it's the same with...
It's got to be a bug. I think it's a bug.
It's not necessarily a bug. It's just an interesting way of calculating it, because basically what it is, well, yeah, it is a bug really, but it's also just how it's calculated. You'd think that the more units you put onto it, the faster it builds, but it's not necessarily true. Depends on who starts building it first. It's just it's a funny one actually, especially with stuff like Ottoman 3 TC building stuff. Like here we've got villagers going to build this town centre, I guess. I think if he wants to start building it, but it's going to take a while because the explorer's not nearby. Anyway, card 1 in this age was too fat, because he's not needing any wood or anything else because he'd already got the Sublime Port infrastructure. But just going pure Cav Archer Abus Gun, I think it's a very... I think this kind of aggressive play from diarouga is actually a bit brave. I think maybe he wants to force like heavy exchanges and hard trading between units and unit production, while let the TCs behind spam the units for free. He's blocked on the church tech, unfortunately. Oh no, the house is not going to save you there, diarouga. You are blocked on the church tech. Uh-oh. Well, it happens to the best players, and he's like, why is it still not building? Why?
Oh wait, check that 3rd TC. I think it's completely idle. I don't think
it's completely
that 3rd
idle.
TC
No one's building it. And the explorer's coming back to build it now. I imagine he did a control all military unit drag. Oh, House has got a spy on the field.
Okay, now GG for diarouga. We got the Mabur out. So
no.
win.
No, this is Bounce's spy.
Oh, that's a spy.
It's a spy.
Spy.
Which also moves at 4.69 speed in
Uh,
stealth.
I feel like yeah, Boss is playing pretty cracked this game with like the scouting of all the coast and then the TP placement. He's doing his due diligence. He's really kind of playing pretty crisp. And he's about to be batching a lot. He's got.
Oh, he's hunting it down. He's hunting because he saw the foundation. The spy. It's not the Mabur. It's the Mabur's European cousin. Oh. Fucking Baus. The spy play. Oh, the Falk triple. That's a triple. Or double.
Oh, that's right.
No, that's a triple.
So, are those veteran? I can't tell by the skins.
Oh, I don't.
Those Abyss guns.
I think they are. Yeah, veteran Abyss. Because Daru got all that wood from the Sublime Port, but that TC was. That spy plate has earned Baus 200 coin or 100 coin, and Daruga's paid 100 coin. Oh no! And the villagers got onto the build first. He's
so we're gonna see exactly.
He's inherited the build points. It's 40 seconds still to build it. Oh my god!
I wonder if Diarouga knows about that bug.
I didn't even think it was going to come up this game, but that's so funny. It's pissing away resources when you don't have to, but like that's some of the intricate details of this game. It's you as a previously pro player but hasn't been in the game for a while.
Wait, he must have. I think did he pull the veil off and put it back on or something? Because it
has jumped, hasn't it? It has jumped quite a bit.
Yeah.
It must have, or maybe he just actually no. There's a veil there.
I don't know. Maybe it did just take 45 seconds. But like philosophically, I don't necessarily like this from Diarouga. He's got a lot of good things going right now, but late game versus France.
Oh, these Spahi's going to do so much because the Goon's going forward to block for the Falcons. The Abe's going to pick off a couple things. The Falcons unpack. It's a bit. The time is a bit iffy. The Abe's guns are nowhere to be seen. That's the problem.
Diarouga really doesn't need to do anything, even though the score is kind of scary. I don't know. Neither of them need to do anything. OnlyBaus has 2 TCs. He's on 40 CDBs. He had a very greedy semi-FF. I mean, I think France is just looking actually a little better than the 3 TC auto, even if auto has all of his Mosque techs.
Well, Baus has got a second TC well established down to the southern side, but it's also Baus's, I think, micro is spot on, especially this kind of kiting, take shots. Like Diarouga's kind of like leading a couple units forward, back, drag. Yes, where's this Spahi going? And it's just unfortunate that sometimes it's just kind of costing him units. He's waiting for the unpacked Falcons to join, but only one's going to get there first because of they're not moving in line formation because they're getting bumped around different units. Meanwhile, Baus's the Goons are behind, the Skirms are forward, and they're pull tricking the Skirms when he needs to, and it is clean from Baus. He's got full control over this army. Full control.
I think Baus is in a little bit of a awkward resource position. I don't know if he got a little unlucky on hunts or something, but where is he gathering from?
Another hunt there. He had a hunt down here, and he's got one more there. So there's plenty to go around still. Obviously, extra CDBs in base earlier probably meant more hunts being eaten earlier.
Yeah, I think he just ate everything up quickly. Okay.
It does feel like you're right though. Like even though I think Baus has taken better trades overall, this army still feels a very strong army for Ottoman's point of view, and it only takes one slip up from a Skirm Goon player to get swamped. Because he's only got 2 unit composition where there's 3 plus Falconets here, and it's actually quite. Oh, Baus going for a CDB timing? I think he is.
Yeah, this looks like an intentional Vil pull.
And
here.
he also tried to kind of wrap the Vils into a bit more of a group. Oh, he's just going to kill the Spahi. Once the Spahi go down, the Vils are unchallenged. Honestly.
That was a missed opportunity by Diarouga to drag box the Spahi onto the CDBs. I don't think they got much value on those skirms.
The only thing
had he drag boxed them onto the CDBs, that would have forced in those dragoons a little more.
Yeah. Yeah, these CDBs having some fun time with taking shots on the Abus guns. They're going to get some massive value there. although these are not artillery, they're just siege troopers. But it's just the fact that
Those things are crazy. Two-shotting or split-shotting the Abyss guns there.
because I play with easy military dragons, so to actually have that control of controlling an army as well as villagers, that's quite tough. He must be playing without easy military drag, so which downside means sometimes you might pull units into fights you don't want to pull, or misrally, or pull things elsewhere. But
Yeah.
this is actually quite impressive play so far.
We take a quick look at diarouga's POV. Let's see what kind of vills we're on over here.
Yeah. So he's got his first tier. He's not got his second tier. Up. He's idled again. He's idled again, and
I don't know.
I feel that also players need to be well drilled, and if you're adding more TCs, you kind of have to add in that tech like 10 vills before you even get to it, because it takes time to research, and it's just they're not that expensive techs, but you kind of just have to really get them. Once you've got them teched, you don't have to think about it again. I think that's one of the things that players do, is they think they'll remember it, and then they get diverted by the actual game and hot moments, and then they realise, their name is Lionheart, and they've like had 5 Vil cycles of auto TC pass with no Vils produced, and you're like, oh god damn it.
So diarouga's a falcon enjoyer. Honestly, I mean,
No,
I would have loved to see Mamelukes here, but Falcons, yeah, they feel slow. But I guess I'm just being a Falcator today.
See, you got to remember, Mams is 1,000 coin and a shipment, where Falcons is basically 1,000 coin. So if you're comparing 4 Falc with 4 Mamelukes, yeah, I'd still probably want 4 Falcs in the situation, because actually that's what's really going to take down the skirms. I think the Abus and Cav Archers can deal fine with the goons, and if anything, the Cav Archers, for their price, they're just insanely good, and they will out-trade the goons. CDBs have found the hunt at the top. It also dropped down a dock, and I think it's just a nice transition timing onto the water for extra resources there from Baus. Flanks are forward. Yeah, he has to defend. Has to defend this coin mine. I want to see what this is. No, it's just a random pike. It's just a random pike. Falc's moving forward. He's looking to get in range, but the Skirm's just keeping their distance. And the thing is, trading.
I like the timing for the Cav combat. Yeah, that Cav combat feels good instead of the Mamelukes or something here. But it's not so much, it's something missing with the composition, I feel. But even though diarouga has the better composition because he's got the 3-unit composition, it's just, I guess, Boss's micro just looks really good, and it seems a little frustrating. I would want to catch him somehow, and try to target down these dragoons.
Yeah,
but he's being very patient with these Falcons and doing a really good job.
The problem is as well is that actually I swear each time the Abus fight with the Skirms, he's outgunned massively and just taking trades.
It's hard to watch the bad trades.
Meanwhile, while he has Falc support too, massive CDB pull. Just imagine if Otto had Irregulars card in his deck. Counter Villager pull here from diarouga to distract, but this is actually, they're getting killed very quickly by French Skirms. Massive volleys. One Falc still alive, does go down. Skirms getting shots, the goon's going down, but you can't take this fight with the CDBs in between soaking up the damage, and Abus guns having really poor damage into villagers. A 0.3 multiplier.
I don't know that diarouga needed all this aggression. I don't know. He's on 3 TCs. He has got options to drop dock. He's got options to do CDBs in base still. I don't know that he needed to push like this, but I guess he knows, he's scouted the second TC. He knows that he's possibly being outscaled.
I think for players who are playing Abus Cav Archer, there's a card in the Ottoman deck to give your Cav Archer +1 multiplier into villagers, which essentially triples your attack into Vils, going from 0.5 multiplier to 1.5. And something like this, you send the card, you come down, and deletion of those villagers. You put your Cav Archers into melee, and these are gone. And you just basically say that yes, I've just given up maybe a card like 6 Abus or 5 Cav Archer or something like that, but now your opponent has to play perfectly to because any slip up could be an 8-vil, 10-vil loss, and that could be the game. And you know the player Rookie's record, that's one of his favourite things. And back in the day with the old style Ottoman 3TC Sakalan's The Build, was basically, you know, smashing the 3TC straight away and then just spam Cav Archers and raid. That was it. And oh my
I
god,
have
look
the
at
feeling
look,
that
reinforcing
I
falconets.
think that was.
Look, and the
I
thing
think Boss
is,
might be going H4 here. This seems like
he
his
is.
mass
He
hasn't
is.
grown.
I don't like this play here from Baus. I've got to be admit, I don't like it. He's only on 100. Okay, he's now at 150 pop, which feels a bit better. But diarouga is close to 200.
I think he can kind of do whatever he wants there. I think he felt safe after that last fight was swung in his favor. He was probably floating from microing, and he just said, "All right, we'll click up, you know, heavy cannons and go or whatever."
Full batch of extra deli. Falc's just taking so slow to move.
This is why I still am kind of sticking to it. I just would have liked to see some some kind of hand cap composition rather than the Falcons, just because I don't know, with all the CDB pulls, that was kind of winning some of these fights. And yeah, he does have a huge skirm mass, so I understand what the want for
I
the
think
Falcons.
diarouga's also thinking of H4 now as well. He's moving mills onto food behind this. He's dropping a couple mills down, but he's realised that he's basically nearly there in terms of resources. He's thinking, oh, should I just kind of, you know, play this game? And
the thing is that OnlyBaus's eco is just going crazy at this point. He's got 65 CDBs probably. He's got like 8 boats or something. His eco is going off.
I thought he was doing a 53 CDB pull
Okay,
down.
not that much.
That would be
He must have
insane.
lost CDBs, but okay.
I tell you what though.
Select all?
I tell you what, we've seen how diarouga's gone for an Abus going Cav Archer combination. What about the French Revolution as a way to kind of pivot your game? Just have an army of really strong villagers, which diarouga's army has basically no answer to.
Yeah, it would be kind of a spectacle. Good way to end the series here. He should click that.
diarouga would have no clue though. He'd have no clue what the
often.
French Revolution is. How would he play into it? What is the right way to kind of react into that? He wouldn't know. I don't know. I wouldn't to tell you.
Yeah, I hope he does it. I hope he does it. He should click on the revolt.
No, I don't. No, he won't. But I think he should. It would be funny. But I guess being ahead at cards, he's got the 2 heavy cannons, and I guess he didn't age up with the coin. I'm surprised we haven't seen it. Okay, he's actually gone for voltigeurs early on, and soon to be guard goon. Mechanics isn't good, but he's spamming now boats from docks. So this is just kind of playing very safe and very clean, I think.
Yeah, giving some respect to his opponent here.
We think about picking up 1 Falc, but the heavy cannons will do that for him. He's a 28 range, they outrange the Falcs. 2 Colts to defend, nice little play. The army from diarouga is still fine, and I think he was aging up. Yeah, he isn't up now. Coin. Oh, not he's. Oh, he's got an advanced church with no mosque past intrigue. So he's. Oh, card 1 in the 4th age is mosque. That is brave. He hasn't got time. He hasn't got time to wait for it. The fight's in. Oh.
Yeah, he has to do something desperate. I don't blame him. Yeah, he has to try something crazy here.
Yeah, but like, hopefully you'd want to wait for the advanced church and then go for advanced church Spahi battalion on this food. 2000 food. That's what happened. He hasn't got the really. I suppose he's got the coin crates for the bombards as well. He hasn't. There's no way he gets Nizams, but he's got 28 going that way. The game's still going. I think the game is still going, and the fact that there's the threat of 3 bombard plus 2 bombard from the shipment, Spahis and Nizams on a full army for a huge overpop, possibly. There's still
I don't even think
possible.
he should have gotten guard there. I think he should have gone all in on the mercantilism here, and he's got to do something desperate. So he needs mercantilism now. He needs to get that second shipment out.
Definite.
Wait, he doesn't have the palace intrigue.
No, he's
Or-
he's just paying full price for the
I
tax,
see.
which
Okay.
I don't. It's not the end of the world, really, for what it is. But like, oh, do you think he's got it in his deck? He's got to look at his deck and go, "No, I got a frigate and mams." He's gonna cry because that slot
Yeah.
is taken up by 5 cav archer. That's the problem.
Well, I guess you'd rather have 2 bombards and then like another half of a shipment than spending 2,000 coin for the 3 bombards.
He's still going to go for the Nizams and the Spahis because that's what he's working his resources for. He's probably going to go for Nizams first and then catch up with Spahis across the map. Oh, he's going to get what he can get
Slam
first.
whatever he can get.
Yeah. Oh, huge timing push. It's on its way.
What's so scary about France is it's just so hard to deal permanent damage with the CDBs, with their speed and their hit points and stuff. So, diarouga could take a massive fight here. You can go park at France's main TC. You could tear down the TC. And
he needs to wait though for his bombards and Spahi to turn up. And oh no, Spahi are already here, aren't they? They are already here. Nizam's not far away. The Mabur! Oh, it's a spy. It's the Mabur's European cousin. So satisfying to see that being used and Nizam's regiment being pulled along behind. Colf Royale on 2 Colvs, I respect that actually. I think that's a good anticipation play. It's going to be a full overpop.
Yeah, he knows that
here.
the bombards and stuff
Revnak
are
calling
really
250 overpop, and it's going to be up to 244. Only 1 pop each? No, there's no way they're 1 pop each. They're 1 pop! Bullshit! The thing is, it's a shame because, yeah, with your mechanics my idea, there's definitely time or an opportunity to get a factory in behind, possibly, but we are where we are. And
yeah, at this point, it's not about catching up in eco or anything like that. It's just dealing maximum damage with these bombards. That's his only option.
Yeah, that's okay. He's actually direct saying the train post line. That's going to be his, I think, his coin sources. He does have a dock, but I don't think he really wants to fight water because he hasn't got the coin. He's going to train some guys to disrupt the water, but I don't think he really wants a full-fledged water fight. I don't think he can afford it. Maybe he can because he can't train anything else. He's fully popped. So let's see what's going on. This is just drag box central. How do you even micro this?
diarouga wants to get right on top of this whole army. His goal here is to probably
that's a falconet dodge.
Opportunity.
Cav moving forward. The drag box is in, and these are armored Spahis as well. Okay, it's only melee armor, but there's the Golfers are just going to go down straight away. But they've killed off a bombard and 2 falcons already.
I actually don't. Wow, look at this fight. I don't understand OnlyBaus's mass. It seems small. His eco is going crazy and pumping, and he's been up in age 4 much longer than diarouga. I don't know what's going on with his mass here. It's not that. I guess he probably had to trade a lot to get those 3 Colvs out.
Yeah.
But he's got water too. He's got whales.
He should have been more on the whales. This has not been mined at all the whole game. Not scouted, not thought about. And Nizam's coming in close. Abusgun's getting some good value on the voltage ores though. So that's happy. The bombard's slowly moving forward. As soon as he gets whiff of those skirms, he's going to get target lock. Oh my god!
Ooh.
Off the bucket.
Okay, but like I was saying earlier, OnlyBaus does not need to panic here. Actually, I mean, the damage getting dealt. We don't need to worry about a mill or a TC at this stage. He can just poke. He doesn't need to sacrifice units in bombard range. He really can just continue to drag this game out and poke and run with his CDBs and just not lose vills. Unfortunately, I think his factory is in this part of the map. Perhaps no, it's not. That's not a factory.
No, it's not.
He's got 4 Raxes. We don't need to take bad fights. He can just absolutely poke and just whittle this army down over time. Time is completely on his side.
Factories are down here. Ooh, that's somewhat then vulnerable. But I'll tell you what, Baus, look at this. He's got 4 stable, 4 racks. This is a person who knows late game, and that's very. I like the idea that if he wants to remass units and has the economy, he can kind of. He's not going to be waiting for matches. He can just dump all the resources into units, and he's up to a full remass. The bombard's got some value, but this remass is from a fully transitioned French already with estates thrown down. Decent upgrades, double upgraded estates, so economies there, 93 population. Wow, for a French player, that's insane. And manages
That's
to
the series.
withhold diarouga's church push. And yeah, diarouga did have some economy behind it, but it was essentially an all-in play. I think Micro from Baus this series has been really, really good. Really good.
Pro Ottoman propagandists are going crazy right now because Ottoman win stats are looking kind of bad in this tournament so far. This is our second 0 and 0-2 Ottoman series.
Yeah, well,
Swing and whiff.
I think when you have Osman going to be picked so much, it's going to eventually get to 50%. Obviously, the mirror is mirror, so you have to kind of ignore that as a factor. But apart from that, I don't think there's any shame Osman losing to French. Oh my god, these are greens up voltage or there other stuff. Cool. But yeah, so earlier there was massive. There were some CDB pools, and the villager loss on that is very minimal. I think up or here and there in that main fight. I still think that Cav Archer card is actually going to be kind of what coming back into the meta. I want it to come back into the meta. I think that's a way that Cav Archer Abyss gun players can kind of really stamp their competition authority. Is actually just kind of say, if you don't take a fight with me, I can just run around and pick off vills. But Baus,
yeah.
Congratulations, 2-0 there versus diarouga. And I gotta say, I think for me the theme of that series is actually some really good micro. That's my main takeaway. Yeah.
I appreciate that, bro.
I
Yeah,
agree.
game one, I think it came down to micro. I don't know if you guys saw, but I forgot the 25 Viltech for just about like 8 minutes or 6 minutes or something there.
Yeah,
so,
we did.
We noticed.
We
noticed.
Assumed it was you lost like 3 or 4 vills from diarouga's first push and gave you the benefit of the doubt, but we did notice that. And then the thing is, this game as well, diarouga was on 3TC with that tech blocking him too as well. So you're not the only one.
yeah. That first game I did like a semi-eco build and was just kind of would have been ahead if I didn't forget the Viltech. But yeah, that game just came down to micro.
The one other miss micro from that game. What about the Explorer age 2? Did you forget it, or were you trying to be sneaky with him in a Ottoman mirror? You know.
I tried to like time it. I mistimed it pretty bad because he aged pretty fast. But I want to like scout what he is going for. Like if it's what age up it is, 400 wood or the 2 cow, and then I just run away.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
but I was late.
So were you ever able to get information on whether he had 2 cow or 400 wood?
Yeah. I saw the 2 cow, and that's why I made 10 Jan and got the mid treasure and then aged up.
Yeah, I really liked the build in that first game. I was commenting on most high elo mirror autos that I see. The age 2 greed just feels like meta there. The 5 vil is really important, you know.
Yeah,
so
definitely. And the 3 vil too. Yeah, so I'm like up like 8 villagers and able to hold the like FF timing. I think it's pretty good.
The age of Mabur, this was. I mean, in game 1, diarouga had Mabur, you had Mabur, and both players were replacing their Maburs as they went down. And there's a moment in time where you're like, kind of, yours on the south side, the central native TP post, and diarouga's moving his army to the north, and you just caught a glimpse of 2 culverins, and you're like, yeah, and I'm backing off. Not interested.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think that felt like a theme with these games. Like you felt very patient with a lot of the games, not too stressed with anything. There was a lot of, just go back. You had the bigger Jan mass, but you didn't need to overextend. You kind of stayed in base in that first one, and then in this game as well, you didn't overcommit a lot.
Yeah, I think just the longer the game goes, I think just I'm like less rusty than he is, so I think it's just better for me.
You trained the Mabur's European cousin.
Yeah. You got to do it in every game. They're too good. It's free map hacks.
I think you're sort of driving that as well, and I think it's showing. It's not paying off dividends, but I think it is really, and it's something which I think will creep into other people's gameplay. Because quite often it was like previously, like, oh, I know where his army is because I got my army, and we kind of skirm going around, and then assuming raids will come in at some point. But actually, it's more the strategic information you can get from it, and then just that little heads up composition. Or has he did he go 5 goon first, or did he go 8 skirm first? Has he gone heavy on skirmishers, or is he vulnerable to a cav switch? And then at that point, there's a point you're like, oh, do I go for another 2 Falk or another 2 Kolv, or do I go for Mamelukes? And you went that way. Was that
Yeah.
was that just because that's just the way you'd normally play, or was that scouting information and what you saw on the map?
I think, yeah, an attorney setting, I think making like Mobir or Spy is always good just because like half the game is like, sure, it's like having good micro and macro and doing your build, but the other half is also just like decision making. And if I can get the info on what unit to queue or what shipment to send like 30 seconds earlier because of a spy, that's like a huge amount of like just information.
So when you saw Sublime Port in his deck, just what was like the decision-making process with the second TC for France? It ended
So
up
I
paying off.
thought, yeah, I thought he was gonna go for like kind of like a pretty standard deli semi. So I was gonna do like a 10 pike type of thing maybe. And then I saw that he was FFing, and I just, yeah, made 5 pikes, sieged his TP, got the nat for extra vills. And I did know he went Sublime Port because his age up was a little late. It was like 30, 45 seconds late, which is like roughly a shipment. And so, yeah, I just went like 2 TC and sat back and kind of just hoped that the micro would decide it, which it did.
Kind of thinking it doesn't really matter if he spends that on TCs or if he builds a couple docks. If you drop a second TC, that should give you a little bit of safety from that sort of
Yeah, with
greasy
2
build.
TCs plus the Kree nat, I think it was really good.
Yeah, that was smart. That was a really you were out ecoing him that whole game. I don't know if you knew that, but yeah, you had
I didn't.
that the yeah the he did. It took him a while to even come close to catching up with the 3 TCs. He did also forget. I think you did see that he forgot to build his third TC for a while, and then you sniped
Yeah.
his exploit with
Yeah.
the spy, so it delayed it even further.
Yeah, really, honestly, like shout out to diarouga. I know he used to be a top player. He hasn't played in years, and both those games were like difficult, hard-fought games. So shout out diarouga.
Yeah, shout out to diarouga as well. And like I said in the beginning of the stream, it was that 2019 LAN tournament that kind of brought me back into the game personally. And that was a fun one to watch, and I believe he did.
So
Nice.
we've actually, if Baus isn't watching or he is watching, we just pour up the round of 16 members who've managed to progress into the next round. We've actually got 6 Frenchies, including our most French of them all, Chef Sudiste, with his he's actually your opponent next round, which I guess it's a nice little talking point. I wasn't actually expecting that in terms of who's playing who. I mean, I haven't really been looking at the ladders or the brackets too much in general, but yeah, Chef was playing well today. You were playing well today.
How stacked is France?
I
Look at
loved
this.
that
We're
second.
way overrepresented with
Yeah,
French players.
just need to get a couple of people to pick up the baguettes and start whacking them down with them. Just put them back in their place. The
Minnie and I gotta hold it down for NA.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's so that second game. I don't know how many Avis guns Cav archers you picked up when Dario got like 4-unit competition, like tripping over himself, and you just had like goons out the way, pull trick in 30 skirms cleanly. Just turn around and Z move, bam, getting pulled out the way. So much value there.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah, I
I'm pretty
never felt.
happy
Okay.
for the next round to be playing Chef as opposed to Ezad for sure. Ezad, I just historically in the past has done pretty well versus me, so it'll be nice to play Chef. And I think when because it's a best of 5, hopefully the Civ pool will be a bit more difficult for him because I know he's mainly just Portuguese with a bit of Sweden mixed in.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
it could give you a
game
better
one,
plan.
game one will be ports, and if he doesn't win that, game 2 will be ports, and if he doesn't win that, game 3 will be ports, and if he doesn't win that, game 4 will be ports. There you go. That's your preparation.
There's your prep.
Yeah, but I saw his series before. He played really well, actually. I wasn't expecting him to win Sweden China versus Ezad. It's a tough matchup versus a tough opponent, and he won it. So
Yeah, agreed.
Yep.
that'll be a good series as well. Me versus him.
Oh well.
Indeed.
It's very well played. Really fun series actually, and yeah, 2-0. Congratulations.
It looks
Thanks
like
for the
all these
cast.
games are going to be streamed or recasted on the weekends. Of next weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and some of these games are quite early for American players, but luckily there's only 2 of them. And Aliug, is he? If he's actually Chinese, he's got the early slot versus JulianK, which makes sense as well. But apart from that, man, some big action. Any predictions for winners and losers, or that's not your kind of idea? Who's the round afterwards if you were to beat Chef?
It would be Revnak or Kaiser.
Oh.
And yeah, both of those are pretty tough
Wow.
opponents. But
Wow.
honestly, I'm happy with playing them as opposed to like Keter or Julian or people like that.
Yeah, I see what you mean by that. I think
Yeah,
Revnak
once you get
Kaiser's
that
seriously-
deep in the tourney, everyone's really good.
I think the Revnak
Yeah, it
Kaiser
probably
is going
just
to be a
comes
bit
down
of a
to
fun
preference
series.
at that point.
A lot of eyes on that, but I think Revnak's going to edge it in terms of getting the win on this. And that's a best of 5 now, so actually there'll be a lot of juicy content. 2 hours for each series in a best of 5. I think that's a fair amount, and that is a lot of AoE back to back. I would, if I was on a hand in hosting, I would maybe suggest and if any of those wanted to maybe move to a Friday, could make things a little bit easier for all sides. I think Friday Age of Empires is always good, but there's no way I'm watching all those games back to back on the weekend. I think I'm don't know if I'm busy next week. Oh,
Yeah, GG's boys. I'm gonna head out,
Yeah,
but thank you so
I'm-
much for the cast.
Jeez.
and
yeah, it's okay.
yeah,
I'm busy on
have
the
a good
Saturday,
one.
but I'm free on the Sunday. I think.
Boss.
Right, well played, Baus. And
All right.
that's going to be it
Having
for
you